But in the meantime,
it's very sweet.
Joe discusses his shandies. Ford reassesses his strategy and potentially his life direction, given that he's playing beer pong over Zoom with a bunch of shiftless nobodies. But Michael returns, and game 2 of the semifinals on the Joe Patron bracket side rolls on in Jack Russell Cup 4, Agent Cody Banks. I am speaking to you, Gabriel Ostler, as your esteemed commentator and disposed participant in this tournament. Not gonna lie, still pretty bitter about that. Not that there was any injustice done to me, but just got the competitive fire still burning that cannot be extinguished. But I'm gonna have to transition all of those flames into what comes out of my mouth from the commentary booth. Your loquacious leader, the host with average amounts. I'm here to tell you what happens as Joe attempts to sweep Ford Scott, and Ford Scott attempts to show Joe who's really boss around these parts. Now, Joe, a former champion, is coming off of his win in that opening match, and so he, of course, will decide as oh God, I already forgot his name. What's his name?
Who are you playing now?
To your right, Joe.
Toby?
No, the kid.
Jake? Jacob?
Wait, I thought your brother-in-law was also Jake.
Yeah, brother-in-law's Jake, and then his son is Jacob.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, Jacob's in the screen. I didn't even notice that.
Jacob's the man. Jacob's the man. He's just doing some ball playing on that door. I love that.
Jacob is the man.
Yeah, dude, we got some celeb shots coming in hot.
Absolutely.
Anyway, it is Joe's choice whether he's going to defer or shoot, but we know exactly how Joe operates, and he is already warming up to shoot right now. So, Joe, why don't you just get the formality over with and take those shots?
Yeah. I mean, we know how it's going to go. Yeah. I never defer.
That's really
Ooh, first one goes a little long.
No, he didn't.
And the second one goes in.
Ford, that's 3-3.
This could just be idle speculation from the commentary booth, but Joe has never played in front of a true audience before.
All right, let him concentrate.
I don't know if his extended future in-laws are going to stick around.
No, these
could be
for like that one thing I was doing. Just that little bit of weight.
Ford misses the first.
Mom's giving her clothes now.
And barely misses the second. Now, Ford's got very good aim on most of his shots, but it does seem to be lacking for a little bit of arc. It looks like a little bit of a harsh angle to the cut.
Why? Just be
quiet. The cats in August, and it's just quiet here.
Little bit of background noise. Adjust the
That's
camera, and it may have thrown Joe off.
Yeah, no, don't. It's serious stuff here.
Oh!
And misses the second. And I think Joe is thankful for his Bluetooth headphones at this point that everybody in his future extended family cannot hear the thoughts that I am broadcasting.
I want like you gotta have, not like a person.
First
like
one goes
Toby,
in for Ford.
He's like a dog.
Oh, so nearly gets balls back. But
he's after
Which one went in?
3-3.
Oh, you're following me, man.
I like Bell better than any of that. I was saying I just read a book.
Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Abracadabra? Yeah.
Cadabra?
Jacob and a couple people, plus a dog. Is that Toby?
Yeah.
And Toby ducks through. Good to see Toby hale and hearty.
What's the one
Ooh, would have been good to see Joe making a shot. But he goes 0 for 2.
What do you think for a name?
And Michael, I'm not much for idle speculation, but I do feel like the environment has to be something of a distraction right now.
It's just
She said Luna.
you got to see a crowd there, man, and they're out cheering on. It's really creating that optimal JRC tournament kind of vibe. That's what we need. But Joe's been able to perform on.
Well, crowd or no crowd, Ford's got both of his shots.
I like Luna because.
Ooh, and another miss.
Now then I can go Luna.
And the second one finally goes. Joe does not have to worry about removing his pants or taking a shot in front of his family because he made that first cut before. But still only 8-9. A slow progression in the early goings of this match.
I'm going to come back down.
All right. First one's a miss. Second one also a miss. Ford shoots it perfectly in the spot where he already made the cup, unfortunately. And as the room around him quiets down, so does Joe's mind. Enabling him to blow up his cup.
Motion leaves tell.
And really put some distance between him and Ford on this one. Now he is deciding
You called it.
which 3 cups he's going to take away. And
Ford, I removed. Oh God, those are a lot of numbers.
Yeah, that's a hard. Take your time.
A very interesting snatch.
4, 3, and 4, and
I'm not
then
just talking about my
and
girlfriend.
then 2, 1.
Now that's an interesting strategy Joe has. He could have taken away 3 cups to create an island for himself, but he didn't. Is there any strategy to that, Joe?
I think there almost certainly is.
I'm gonna let my play do the talking.
All right.
Joe defers to the no comment thing, which he so often does when he has nothing to say. And the play does do the talking on the first make. Oh, almost a devastating balls back, which would have put this game pretty solidly out of reach. But as of now, we're just down to 4, 2 and 2, a pretty bad offset. So you have to think it's going to be a re-rack. Ford makes moves with his first shot. Can he get balls back? Not quite, unfortunately. He could have really used that one. But instead, he has to settle for the 1 make. And now we're down to 4 to 8, which are multiples
2-1.
of each other.
Parallelogram.
Parallelogram, zipper with a little bit decapitated and offset, whatever you want to call it. That's the re-rack that you're looking at on your screen, people. I never really thought it. What's the bag on? Is that like dog? Is that greenies? Is that dog treats? What's on Joe's table?
Looks like
Pretzels and cheese that I haven't opened yet.
Okay. Anyway, he made a cup. Yeah, whatever.
is doesn't want to get stuck into the champagne just yet.
8 to 3.
Okay,
Ford's got to really step on the gas here.
You're up, Ford. Oh, that was the top one.
Makes the first.
Ooh.
Oh! Yes, we get them balls the back. Top cup, middle cup. Oh, no. Middle cup, front right cup.
Middle cup.
Go down.
3-2 and 2-2.
Yeah.
And now Ford's at 6. Now he has a very lovely triangle in the back corner that could easily lend to a re-rack, and he needs it more than you can believe. Oh! Devastating. 0 for 2 on the balls back. So he's put himself at least in shouting distance, but it's a very distant shout. You got to strain your vocal cords to catch up with Joe Patrone right now. Misses the first, only barely, but he gets a favorable bounce, and I'm guessing he eschews the behind the back. Oh, and is cruelly denied on that. Everybody saw, Michael, you saw how that cup just migrated under the force of that shot.
I saw it right like that, Gabe.
And Ford gets into re-rack range, and he gets balls back. We've often said that anything can happen in virtual beer pong.
He said he didn't.
Hey, man, it bounced out.
Oh!
Camera.
That is
honest
just
man.
Unfortunate.
Perhaps meets his downfall because he had everybody, including this commentator, fooled that he had some more shots on deck. But alas, it is only 5. He's within 2, but you never know what Joe could do on this round of shots. Which is make that first one that he missed on the last time. Oh, and he so nearly blows it up. We know how Joe likes to go out in style, and he almost gave the coup de grace on that one, but it was not to be. Just a natural.
Ford, the one offset.
And Ford Scott is sizing up this rack of 5 like he's going to shoot at it.
Oh, can we re-rack at 5? Oh, that's right. We can.
Yeah, but you can also do an island.
Yeah, I could, but I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
That.
Joe tries to talk his competitor into the dumber move, hoping that the psychology will work out, but it does not.
What am I going to do?
Yeah, what are you doing? Ford is inventing a rack on the spot.
That is a strategy, Gabe.
Somebody give this man a patent because we've never seen anything the likes of this before.
I'm going to do a trapezoid again.
but it's a reverse trapezoid, top heavy, with the 3 in the front and the 2 in the back. Didn't pay off on that first shot, nor the second. Tough. Yeah, Joe
And
makes
that's
that.
one.
Oh.
And Joe, just a stroke a walk away from going into the finals.
I can't
Yo,
put
how
my
many you got
whole
left,
chest into
Tim?
that because he did it last,
One?
What? One. Yeah, Ford. One. Only one.
Anyway, Michael.
Honestly, that's the move. Because hitting it when there's another cup in front of it is way easier.
Oh.
Grunts, but Ford makes the second shot at the
So if
very
you hit
least.
2 in the same cup, you get that cup and 2 more away.
At the very least,
Because
erasing
normally
his
in a
legacy of
game,
the
you
last
win.
game where he re-racked and did not make
Right.
another
Or if you
shot.
both made
He's
one,
made the
get it
score
back.
better.
Right, in like
It's
separate
4 to
cups, you
1.
get
You get it back,
But
you still
Yeah.
not anybody to close the barn door before the cows have already
that was
fornicated or anything
big
like
time
that.
shot.
But Joe Patron
Yeah.
has been shooting like a madman.
So like that was how I won my last game.
And you have to
I
believe
went
that
balls
it's
back
not
myself
gonna fall
on the
sooner rather
gentleman's,
than
but
later.
then because that's it.
As he explains the intricacies of the game to his future brother-in-law. Ooh, a little bit long, but the line is true. And the adjustment so nearly pays off for him. Kisses the rim like somebody venturing into anal play, but it does not quite go down. And now it is Ford. Stop laughing. You have to shoot. Oh, so close. And the
All right.
second goes in. It looked like it went in.
Nah.
Nope. Again, probably the most honest man in the JRC. Ford Scott lets us know that he did not make a cup on that one, and it remains 4 to 1. And Joe makes the first one dead off. Can he blow it up? Oh, nearly ends it right there, but now Ford has the mountain to climb of 4 cups to make just to force overtime.
Nails the first. Nails is
Balls
wow.
back. And now Ford, I'm not sure if you're familiar, but when you're placed in the overtime situation, you can re-rack at any point in between turns.
So he gets a gentleman's.
So you may gentleman's right now if that's what you desire. And he does.
Uh-oh.
Move it back to where it should be.
He's got 2 more shots to make 2 more cups, and we could see the first overtime in this iteration of the JRC. First one goes.
Oh.
He gets
Second
one more
one's long,
shot.
But he's got one more, and it is
Oh,
literally all down to this. One ball, one shot to give us free beer pong. Can it happen?
Oh my
Really
God.
does not.
That
Another
was-
heartbreaking finish. Ford Scott pulls it back to within 1, but it is not to be, and another sweep occurs in the semifinals as Joe Patron extends the handshake, and Ford pours out his cups. The reaches, sure, he's holding the cup, but that's all right.
What?
I won.
And the finals that I think most
Yeah.
of the experts in the Vegas
Oh, you already
oddsmakers
sunk
would have
it.
predicted
Yeah.
are set. It is Joe Patron
So,
attempting
now
to
go into the
reclaim
finals.
his belt versus the reigning defending sexy champion Michael Schiffer.
Oh, thanks, Gabe. The Ford.
So we go down for the interviews, as has been established before.
What?
We're hoping that we can pull Joe away because he's fielding already a bevy of questions from his future in-laws. But he does sit down, and he is flushed with the elation of victory as he drops the balls and anticipates the next matchup. Joe, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So, obviously, Ford is a worthy competitor, and he made it close on you there. But you still ended up with a sweep, much as your opponent in the finals did in his semifinal matchup. So when you think about moving forward, is anything about that factoring into your mind about how both of you guys are riding high, or is it just completely new, doesn't matter, I'm shooting my beer pong shots?
Yeah, no, I think, and first I just want to say again that Ford is a great player, and the fact that I did go 2-0, I'm surprised and I'm ecstatic about, because if he had pushed a game 2, I would have been very worried. But coming off of that, being able to just focus on the finals is exactly what I want, obviously. But in terms of the fact that we both went 2-0, no, I don't look much into it. I take each game as it comes. And I think this finals, it is a repeat of last JRC. So I'm just coming, but I look at it as just one game at a time. Me playing against Michael, I understand his tendencies, his skills, and I look at that one game at a time.
Now, I know that only you can hear me right now, but I'm still not going to attempt to make you say anything that might impugn the people around you, the people that you probably care about very deeply and will soon be legally tied to. But do you think that the slight change in environment and having people around, having people talking, asking you questions and everything, do you think that's going to change anything for you going into the finals?
I can't say it won't. We clearly saw in game 2, when people started coming down here, I started missing shots. When they left, I blew it up. So I'd be disingenuous if I were to say like that's not a factor. However, it does seem, and I don't want to get too into details of like, what's going on upstairs,
right?
But it does seem like no one else is really going to be coming downstairs, like other than maybe Jake, to just say like, what's up? And that was a big deal. Like Jake just watched me hit that game-winning shot. So I think overall we're moving on from that. If that were to come up again, all I can say is we'll deal with that when we come to it.
And we sure will. And every fan and every ardent supporter of the Bender Street Bullies is happy to be seeing you in the finals again. So congratulations, Joe. Rest up and get ready for that matchup.
Thank you.
Ford, sick gamer headset type of deal that you got going on there. I think that's a fantastic choice for the post-match interview. Now, this is your first time in the JRC being exposed to the customs and the little peccadillos that make this such a fascinating sporting event. So I don't want to pigeonhole you too much in your final answer here, but I do want to thank you for participating, and I just want to give you the floor to speak about whatever you feel in this moment.
Yeah, so going off with what Joe said, he's obviously going to take the high road, so I'll go low road. Yeah, Joe's definitely he's a huge piece of shit. He had a fervent crack addiction, just all around terrible friend.
Yeah.
He, he'll go 2-0 against someone and pop rainbows in your ass to make it seem like, he's a worthy competitor, but
you say
yeah,
fervent crack addiction. I don't feel like you could just have a passing crack addiction though. I feel like it's pretty much all or nothing on that.
Yeah, if you talk to his family, a ruined family is a ruined family. So however you want to look at it, passive or active, it doesn't matter. Like whatever gets his rocks off. You know what I mean? But that's just how Joe's always been. So definitely a big piece of shit. It feels bad to get beaten 2-0 to someone like that, but what are you gonna do?
What are you going to do indeed? And thank you, Ford, for your candor and honesty. We hope that you're not too indisposed and you'll stick around for the finals, but if not, understood. And we also hope that you viewers will stick around for the finals because it's scheduled to be an absolute Donnybrook. We've got the current champion versus the man that he unseated for the belt. There's a blood feud going on, and it is a privilege to witness it. I'm going to be calling it from the booth. You're going to be watching it from the YouTube. And we hope to see you later on down the Bender Street there. Horchata.